Hello everyone, and this is Pravesh Spiritual Query Detection Method, and I'm your Sundara Kotteeswaran, a graduate from IIT Mumbai, running his own spiritual lab named as Kodi Spiritual Lab in Bengaluru. Now, this video is going to share a lot of inputs and research and bed models and which have been previously computed from various angles for past 20 years or so, and then a deduction on the techniques and is being framed based on the name called Pravesh. So Pravesh is basically the Hindi word for meaning enter, where I'm going to enter into the spiritual journey with God, and then I'm going to attract those God signals, and then I'm going to solve our problems or solve our queries, and through visuals which He will be giving to us. Now, how to go about this and how to achieve this is all that I'm going to talk in this particular video. So, if you say that the ground rules for this to achieve is that you have to do for yourself first, then later on you can do it based on experience for others, but first you do it for yourself. You have to pray to God, you have to get those original signals from God, and then you have to do it by yourself. That's the first point. Second thing is always do it in a calm place and early morning from 3 a.m. to 5:30 a.m. This is the right time to do this, and always light a lamp and incense sticks before starting it. So don't correlate this with your horoscope. Many people are asking me, and then I also did some computation on that. That how is your horoscope going to have an impact on this particular concept? But actually, if you see horoscope is the science, I do agree that. But this technique is we are directly praying to God. We are directly praying to angels. We are directly praying to saints. And these good energies will shape or you will translate certain things which are different from your horoscope. Horoscope, of course, they're planetary motions, but these signals will direct or into a different angle, and then they will produce different results, and they are very fast. So horoscope is one angle, so don't correlate this with the horoscope. That is kept separate. And this is an alternative technique where you directly pray to God, saints, angels for achieving your results. Now you can say mantras before starting Pravesh, but once you start Pravesh, you have to say in your mind only. This is only a mind related activity. This is not related to your gym. This is called, you can call it mind gym, not your body gym, but your mind gym, where you're doing a gym with your mind, and then you are making it happier and happier, and then making it very healthier. So you can say mantras for starting Pravesh, but it is not compulsory. You can also say certain words from Bible as well, some verses or sacred verses. And or if you like very simple, I started this with a very simple mantra, only 2 line sentence mantra. So it is dependent on you. So you can say mantras before starting Pravesh, but when you start Pravesh, you have to do it only in your mind. You should not say it through words outside. You should only, it's a mind gym. So you can sit on a mat with legs folded as per your convenience and just fold your hands simply near your stomach. So no need to have a very strict adherence towards that. You should have that mudra of a saint and things like that. I tried that also, but that is not going to give that don't give any kind of an implication that because we're working with the brain, so the nose signals all is sitting comfortable in a very comfortable position. That itself helps everything in a very good stature. Okay, so there is one. So now we go to Pravesh. So what we do in Pravesh, what you should do in your mind gym. So this is what people ask. Like if you are going for a meditation program or something like that, they'll give different things. But this method is a mind gym method. Is like being tested with a lot of experience, a lot of long years, and then I have come to a conclusion that this is how the method should be, and a lot of models have been kept into tested for validation and things like that. So once we do, so we start the steady state. Steady state is SS. A steady state means first when you concentrate on your brain, the brain will not be normal. Your brain will flash you a lot of instances of your daily activities, and then you will not keep. It's like they call it monkey minded. Monkey minded means like so many things will flash. So in a steady state, you have to bring it a steady state. How do you bring it a steady state? You have to focus on one particular object, and that object can be a garbhagraha of God's idol, God's image, or you can even concentrate on particular space where you have your own favorite God. You just think about that particular God's image in front of you, and then you focus. When you focus towards that object, your mind will try to come to a steady state and balance with that particular image. So what I call it steady state, when you come to balance of that particular state where you are balanced with your mind, your image, God's image is in sync with your brain, and you're not having any other kind of flashing images coming, flashing news coming inside the brain. The brain has to be very, very calm and steady state. That is why I call it steady state. So once you attain a steady state with God, now you're with God image and your steady state with that particular images, and you are in perfect sync with good energy. Now what you do is you can inject a query. Injection means what? You just injection is always, you know that injection means like injection is put from outside and again we insert and then you take it out, just like that. You inject a query and then you just again come to a, again you in the steady state itself you inject the query and then you just remain calm. So what happens now? You can hold that particular SS in memory. So you are in the memory. Memory means like you are in that state where you injected the query and also in steady state. When you are in this particular state, wait for a visual response. That is what I call as a memory. So here is a time slot, right? That is a time slot. The time steady state will take some time slot to bring to balance. That is one time slot. The second time slot is to wait for the steady state and memory and the query, all three in one particular state. So that is where the time slot, you can wait for time slot for say 3 seconds or 4 seconds or 5 seconds, wait for that and look for visuals. God will give you the good energies, and angels surrounding your brain will give you some signals. They'll in the form of a visual. So wait for the visuals to come. Don't control the visuals, just allow a free flow of it. So once you come to the steady state on the holding your memory SS and your holding your SS in memory, one, it'll you can look for visuals. Again, you can shoot those visuals which are coming out into as an inject a second query and then again hold for memory too. Or you can inject a new query from that particular state where is after getting the visuals for the first query, you can inject the second query and again look for visuals. So what is happening here? You are going from steady state to holding SS in memory. Again, you are in the steady state memory as well as with the God's image and looking for visuals. So when you get all the visuals, collect those visuals and then you just make a note of it, and you have to interpret the visuals, and you can do it by yourself, or you can get hold of some software computations which I have with me. So this will help you what you learned, what God has given you signals. See, I have got, for example, when I do this, I got an example from for a girl who is not having child. The God showered her blessings right from top. Light is focusing on her face, and then she is having a child on her arms. And God is saying that go ahead with your efforts. That's what it says, right? So God is saying that you have a child, so go ahead with some results. Go ahead again. Go ahead for some kind of result, and then you do it. That's what He says. So this is called, I say, the interpretation. So we have to take actions based on the visuals that comes in, and then do according to it. Okay. So that is one thing. So this is what we look for the visuals, and then you can interpret the visuals, and then you can self or you can do it software computations, and then we have a solution path for the visuals. The solution path of the visuals will do some kind of DFS models are there which we have to focus on. Now, if you go, it is the results actually say I got 98.3% of accuracy results based on this particular technique. So you have to. So what happens, like when you do this kind of activity, a mind gym activity. So you act as a stress release method in your daily life. So whenever we have stress, it will act as daily method in a daily life. It will release your stress. It solves all your life problems by DFS stretching and software computations with a clear solution path. So you have a clear solution path to all the problems that you have to achieve goals and whatever you have in your life. It keeps your mental health in enormous good, and it will also shape your goals, achieve faster, and it enhances, radiates good energy to others and friends and relatives as well, because you carry the good energy along with you with the brain. When you collect when the brain near the brain, you get all the good energies, and they will be along with you, and then you have a good result out of it. So hope this finds you in good health, and practice this, and let me know your comments. You can you can share your views on YouTube, and also you can share it through WhatsApp as well. Thank you.